About Kepler's grand mission, how NASA found thousands of line words. For centuries, we gazed into the night sky and wondered, are we alone? Is Earth the only cradle of life in this vast universe? Then came a mission unlike any before, a robotic explorer sent to land on planets, but to discover them from light years away. In 2009, NASA launched one of the most ambitious scientific missions in human history, the Kepler Space Telescope, designed solely for one purpose: to find Earth-like planets orbiting other stars. Why we prefer Kepler? Humanity's understanding of planets outside our solar system was minimal before Kepler. The first exoplanets were only discovered in the 1990s, and those were gas giants, nothing like Earth. NASA's goal with Kepler was unpredicted. Find rocky planets, not just gas giants, orbiting sun-like stars located in the habitable zone, where water could exist in liquid form. Kepler was not about visiting these worlds. It was about watching them from afar. Kepler's unique design and launch. Kepler launched on March 7, 2009, aboard a Delta II rocket from Cape Canaveral, Florida. Rather than orbit Earth, it was placed into a heliocentric orbit, trailing Earth around the Sun. Why? This allowed Kepler to maintain a steady, vibration-free gaze without being disturbed by Earth's magnetic field, gravity, or atmosphere. Its design was revolutionary. Equipped with 0.95 meter SCMDIT telescope, housing the largest camera ever launched into space at the time, 95 megapixels, made up 42 CCD sensors. It continuously monitored 15,000 stars in a teeny patch of sky near the constellation Cygnus, Lyra, and Draco. How Kepler finds planets. The transit method. Kepler's strength was not imaging, it was measurement. It used the transit photometry method, which relies on detecting slight dips in a star's brightness when a planet passes or transits in front of it. Here is how it works. A star emits constant light. When a planet crosses in front of the star, it blocks a teeny fraction of the light. This dimming might only be 0.01%, but Kepler could detect it. When this dimming repeats at regular intervals, it confirms a planetary orbit. From this single technique, astronomers can calculate planet size. It based on depth of the dimming, its orbital period, which based on how often it transits a distance from its star. Using Kepler's law of motion, Kepler could not directly see the planets. Instead, it watched the shadows they cast, allowing scientists to reconstruct solar system we cannot even photograph. Kepler's major discoveries. Over its mission life, Kepler observed 506 stars and confirmed over 2,600 exoplanets. Some of the most groundbreaking finds include Kepler 22b, first confirmed exoplanet in the habitable zone of a sun-like star, 2.4 multiplied Earth radius. Approximately it becomes 3 Earths. Possible liquid water conditions. Now Kepler 452b, nicknamed Earth Cousin, orbit a G-type star like our Sun, 1.6 multiplied the size of Earth. 385-day orbit, very similar to Earth's 365 days. Kepler 186f, first Earth-sized planet in the habitable zone of a red dwarf 500 light years away may have liquid water. Kepler 36 system, two planets orbiting incredibly close to each other. One is rocky like Earth, the other gaseous like Neptune. Challenges our theories of solar system formation. These discoveries reshaped our understanding of the galaxy. We now believe that 1 in every 5 sun-like stars have an Earth-sized planet in the habitable zone. That means there may be billions of potentially habitable planets in the Milky Way. Limitations and challenges. Kepler was not perfect. It had several limitations. It could only detect planets that transited their star from our point of view, a tiny fraction. It could not study atmospheres directly. Its original mission was cut short in 2013 when 2 of its 4 reaction wheels failed, reducing its pointing accuracy, but NASA adopted. The mission was renamed K2 using a modified technique and continuing to find new planets. Scientific legacy. Kepler did more than just find planets. It changed how we think about the universe. Its data led to thousands of peer-reviewed papers helping us understand how solar systems form, the diversity of planetary sizes, the frequency of Earth-like planets, the potential for life elsewhere. It paved the way for newer missions. TESS, Transiting Exponent Survey Satellite, focused on nearby bright stars. JWST, James Webb Space Telescope, studying atmospheres of exoplanets. Plato and Ariel, future missions from ESA. The final chapter, Kepler's End. In October 2018, after 9.5 years in space, Kepler ran out of fuel and was retired by NASA. It now silently orbits the Sun, a ghost ship that changed astronomy forever, but its impact lives on. Thanks to Kepler, we now know that planets are common. Earth is not unique, and life elsewhere is no longer science fiction. It is a scientific possibility. It took one telescope staring at one patch of sky to reveal a galaxy full of worlds. Kepler opened our eyes to the cosmic ocean. The question is no longer, are there other Earths, but which one will be explored first?